What's going on YouTube? Daxlady here, back with my week 6 battle for the PUL versus DevilGamer and his Melbourne Staryus. I don't have a ton of time today, so this is going to be a quickie. But let's talk about my opponent for a second. Devil's super cool. Check out my my little video where we did that drawing quiz there. Devil was part of that, and ever since then, he's just been one of my favorite people in the league. Super fun to talk to, and he's Australian, so that's always a bonus in my eyes. Our record would be 3-2 right now. After last week's win over Ace Meister, so we're positive, which is a nice feeling. We have not been positive in quite some time, I feel, in either of our leagues. So we're hoping to hang on to that this week, and I think I've got the team that can do it. Looking at Devil's team, the first thing I notice is that it's super fat. He's got his two Ubers are like massive stupid walls in Deoxys Defense and Giratina altered form. And then he's got like a stupid fat Firewater Grass core in Arcanine, Suicune, and Venusaur. Regular Venusaur is not all that bulky, but then he's got support in Umbreon, Celesteela, Donphan, Girder, and Stakataka. I'm not saying like all these mines of support, but like just that's the rest of his team, with a nice quick Volt Switch user in Manectric and in Mega Manectric, and a Parting Shot user in Alolan Persian. So just overall, bleh. I'm sorry. No, I'm not. This is a disgusting team. But I think I can take it on. And here's how we're gonna do it. First off, we are finally bringing our Mega Venusaur. I am not allergic to it. It's finally here, week 6. I'm bringing my Mega, which is a tier 1 Mega. And looking at Devil's team, he does not have a way to kill this, like, at all, really. Unless he brings, like, an offensive Deoxys or Celesteela, a slash, like, coverage on Suicune, but even that's not doing a lot. My speed is to creep an uninvested Suicune. Yep, uninvested Suicune. I was looking at my notes. And then the rest of my EVs got messed up. I have no idea what these were for. I'm sorry. I know it's max HP, near max HP. And then, like, I don't know what my defense investment was supposed to be. I don't know if I even had it right in the game, but it's just gone now. Next up, we're gonna go. We're bringing our nice and standard Darkrai that we bring most weeks. Nasty Plot 3 attacks with the Dread Plate. He doesn't have much of a dark resist. Both his defensive Ubers are weak to Dark type, which is a trend I'm noticing in this league. Persian and Umbreon are his only resists, and Focus Blast hits those, and Thunderbolt is for Celesteela. And the speed investment I have on this Darkrai is here in order to speed creep a max speed Persian. Next up, we got a Taunt, Protect, Waterfall, Crunch, Gyarados. 236 adamant attack investment allows me to 2-hit KO the standard Trick Room Stakataka set, which is that 15 IV Lonely Nature set in order to get an attack boost from Beast Boost. And my speed creeps an uninvested Giratina with the rest in defense to better take on Stakataka. Because I'm pretty scared of that thing. Like, Trick Room is not good versus my team. I'm scared of Trick Room in any league whenever I go up against it. Because I tend to not draft to prepare for Trick Room, so like I prepare for it heavily whenever I face it. Leftovers, Intimidate, like, so I want to be bulky as usual. Taunt and Protect are here. Taunt is to be able to stop Stack Attacker from clicking Trick Room at all, as well as if Suicune comes in on me, I can taunt. I should be faster than an uninvested Suicune, because I'm faster than uninvested Giratina, which is faster than Suicune anyway. I taunt Suicune and prevent it from getting up a Calm Mind or a Toxic or anything like that, or even resting, which is great. Crunch hits Giratina and Deoxys, and Protect is to stall out turns of Trick Room while getting Leftovers recovery back. Next up, I've got a Choice Specs Hoopa. I'm bringing my Darkrai Hoopa core yet again this week, because usually where there is a lack of Dark Resists, there is also a lack of Ghost Resists. I have no speed on this Hoopa to capitalize on Trick Room if he does decide to bring it, and looking at his team, everything like around the base 70 range, so like my cutoff here is this Umbreon, and there's no way Umbreon's going to be running that much speed anyway, and Venusaur will most likely be running max speed if it comes, I feel, so I felt like not investing in speed wasn't hurting me at all with this Hoopa this week. Choice Specs, Stab, Trick, and then same coverage as Darkrai to hit the exact same things as I mentioned earlier, and Trick to cripple his defensive Mons. So Hoopa and Darkrai, just like, I don't remember last time I brought both of these, I think it was week 3 versus Stealthy. So both of the Australians actually are weak to Dark/Ghost, and I'm using one of the two to break and then the other one to clean. That's the plan. So then let's go over my Necrozma, which is a Stealth Rock, Gravity, Earthquake, Photon, Geyser set max attack Adamant with the Shuca Berry. This is my response to Celesteela. I can take any hit he wants to go for. The Shuca Berry weakens the power of Earthquake, and like, because Earthquake is going to be stronger than like a special move he wants to go for, like Fire Blast or something. Gravity Earthquake lets me hit Celesteela super effectively, and then Photon Geyser hits everything else on his team except those dark types, it looks like, and Deoxys. I can't touch Deoxys with this set. That's Necrozma. And finally, we have a Choice Banded Zygarde, Adamant Nature, 1000 Arrows, Outrage, Toxic, and Crunch. Pretty standard Zygarde. Crunch, like I said, like I've mentioned with a few of these mons, to hit those fat Ubermons here. And 1000 Arrows decimates literally everything else. Outrage is nice for the Giratina. So yeah, Crunch is mostly for the Deoxys. I can click Outrage, that'll do a lot more damage to Giratina. And I believe I need to be Adamant in order to OHKO Giratina. Jolly just doesn't do it, I don't think. Or is not guaranteed. And I also have Toxic to catch, like, just miscellaneous switch-ins, but I should be able to click 1000 Arrows most of the time. What else? That's my team. His team, if we go over each mon super quick, Stack Attacka, it's gonna be Trick Room, Girder on Mon, Donphan, maybe Rocks. He's got a few Rock Setters. He's got this, Stacka, Donphan, Deoxys are his Rock Setters, so this could be Rocks, Spin. He doesn't have great removal. Earthquake is a good stab versus me, probably a rock move to hit Gyarados. Celesteela could be offensive or defensive. I'm actually kind of leaning towards offensive versus my team, because like, it's, because I think a Z Fly set, oh wait, what I forgot to do, shout out to Melantosh, guys, who mocked me. Melantosh is a GPC coach primarily, I believe. He's super cool. He's quite. I think he's one of the more popular GPC coaches in terms of subscriber count, anyway. And he mocked me for this team this week. This is the first mock I've had all season, actually, in CPL and PUL. And that's because, like, I'm just having more time. The school year's winding down. So yeah, I'm getting more invested into these league games, and I was able to actually have a mock battle this week. So, shoutouts to Melantosh. He brought Z-Fly Celesteela to take on Venusaur, and I think that's his best way of killing my Venusaur, so that's what I'm expecting. Umbreon is going to be Spadef to take on Darkrai. Venusaur, I don't see it coming. It doesn't do anything offensively versus my team. Maybe a Clefable check, I guess, but he's got that Celesteela, so I doubt that's coming. Suicune, I have a hard time killing that. I feel like it's going to be like a fast Calm Mind set to maybe take on Venusaur better. Giratina, I also saw Calm Mind when Melantosh brought it, and that sounded really good versus my team, like a Calm Mind, Hex, Will-O-Wisp, Rest type of set. Deoxys, Hazard's Lead, almost for sure. Arcanine, doesn't do a ton, honestly. Like, it really... Arcanine has to be offensive, maybe a Clefable check. Because defensively it doesn't do anything versus my team. It takes on Cryogonal, Ninetales, but like, I can't bring those. Like, I need to be breaking stuff down. I need some really strong Pokemon this week. And I think he should recognize that. So, offensive Arcanine. Persian, fast, Parting Shot, gets some momentum. Manectric, same thing, fast, Parting Shot, gets momentum. HP Ice, for sure. Yeah, that's it. Alright, cool. Let's hop right into this game. Alright guys, we're here with the game versus DevilGamer and the Melbourne Staryus. We can see he brought Celesteela, Umbreon, Suicune, Stakataka, Donphan, and Arcanine. So, neither of his Ubers, which really surprised me, but regardless, this is like a fat balance type of squad. I gotta watch out for that Stakataka, and as a result, I'm gonna try to preserve my Hoopa and my Darkrai as best as possible. One of them has got to lure that Umbreon, and the other has got to stay in the back to clean up, really. So that's what I'm expecting. I want to get my rocks up. No, what I'm gonna lead off with Venusaur to get my Mega off as early as possible, but he leads Celesteela, and I feel like he's just going to attack right away. So great lead on Devil's part. He Earthquakes, pops my Sugar Berry immediately, and I don't see a reason not to get up rocks here. He Leech Seeds as the Earthquake damage. I don't know if that reveals offensive, but regardless, if it's not HP Ice, and I don't think he would go for HP Ice there, I can get in my Zygarde here. Oh yeah, right. I felt okay doing this because if he's Earthquake over like a fire move, I don't think he'd have HP Ice basically, because that's indicating that he's a physical set and not a special set. He could be mixed, but like just great play. The Zygarde is my best way to get rid of this Pokemon right now. I'm gonna throw off 1,000 arrows. That does over 50% as he Leech Seeds, and even if he protects on this turn, which he doesn't, I can still kill with the next one because it's super effective. But as you can, obviously he doesn't protect, and I can just kill off that Celesteela turn 5, which is awesome. So that massive defensive, stupid, gross Mon is out of my way. He brings in Donphan right here, and I run a quick little calc and determine that the only set that can kill me is a Banded Ice Shard. And I feel like he's kind of not going to do that, actually, because wait, well, okay, I don't switch here. because I can't risk him going for an Earthquake. I don't have a switch into that. I really want to save Gyarados for that stack attack, so I don't feel like risking it right here. So what I'm going to do is stay in. What I should have done, though, is sack off Necrozma here. That was 100% the play. It got Rocks up, and Celesteela was dead. So Necrozma is not useful this game anymore. I should have sacked it off. Instead, he's going to go for the Banded Ice Shard and take out my Zygarde here, which had so much more usefulness in the match, as you're going to see. But now I know he's locked into Ice Shard, so I can safely go into Necrozma. I'm going to throw off an Earthquake to probably catch this Umbreon. I hit him with 2, wears him down. He throws up the Wish as I'm going to take this opportunity to Mega Evolve my Venusaur as he makes a nice double back into the Donphan to, well, not double. He goes and heals up his Donphan with the Wish in order, because now he's out of range. Like, he has his Sturdy, so I can't just kill him with a Giga Drain, because Giga Drain would have OHKO'd this thing because I've determined that he's offensive. So, like, yeah, that's just really annoying. That was part of the reason I went Venusaur, but I can't, like, I have to lose something here, because even if I attack, he's just gonna go down to 1%, he's not gonna die. So, here I sack off Necrozma, which I should have done a while ago. Like, a couple turns ago. Now I have to go into Gyarados, unfortunately. On the Suicune, I have got no idea why I protected here, guys. I watched this replay before I started recording, and I could not remember why for the life of me I went for Protect. Maybe I forgot he was banded, or I thought this was his first turn out and wanted to scout to see what he was going to go for, or something. Anyway, I lose a turn there. I know it wasn't a misclick. I would have remembered if it was a misclick. So Suicune gets in for free, but I can taunt this, and I'm like, great, this is not a threat. It can't set up Calm Minds on me, so I can beat this thing 1v1, no problem. But he goes for the Whirlpool, and I'm like, okay. That doesn't... I still think I can 1v1 this Suicune by just going for crunches and dropping it, and he can't Toxic me or anything, so I don't think he's going to be able to wear me down fast enough, especially because I'm faster. But, like, this Whirlpool damage racks up, and I'm not getting defense drops with the crunch. So he just invested really well with his bulk and his speed, and he's got, well, the speed you'll see is important later, not right now, but I'm gonna taunt because I really don't want this thing toxing or setting up Calm Minds or recovering in any form. He's gonna click Extra Sensory a few times, and he's gonna be able to 1v1 my Gyarados, which I did not think that was gonna happen. I was expecting my Gyarados to be able to beat that Suicune, but unfortunate. Great set on Devil's part. I have a ton of respect for that. Now I'm gonna go Venusaur, hoping I can outspeed, and I do, so that's great. As he throws off the Whirlpool. Taunt ends, there's nothing I can do. He goes for a Protect. I know Giga Drain still kills from this range, so I'm just going to keep clicking it. But now, he goes for a Calm Mind, and he outspeeds me this turn. And I did not process this. I did not realize, like, I was faster every other turn and this was a speed tie, because that's what he just revealed. And I don't think he realized it either. Please correct me if I'm wrong. But based on something he says in the chat later, I feel like he didn't recognize it until later. So I think I'm like, alright, whatever. I can still kill with a Giga Drain even after his leftovers recovery, even if he's at +1 SpDef, I still always kill. So I went for a Leech Seed, expecting him to switch out, because I thought he was just gonna die. But the reason I made that play is because I thought I was always gonna be faster for some reason, even after seeing him outspeed. Like, I don't know, I missed that. No idea where my head was at this game for a lot of those turns. So eventually you'll see I'm going to be able to 1v1 this Suicune. I synthesis on the predicted Protect. So, like, I understand the way this exchange is going, and I know, like, I go for Leech Seed again, same play as the other time, I feel like, I know I can kill, but there's no guarantee that I outspeed, and for some reason, I have this idea that I will outspeed this. So, he has to be four Speedy Vs on his Suicune in order to tie my Venusaur like this. That's his set, and I didn't realize it. I get some Leech Seed recovery back, and I finally kill off this Suicune, and this is where he says, huh, speed tie? And I'm like, oh, I guess. Like, this is why I think neither of us realized it this whole time. So, there you go. I'm able to 1v1 Suicune, and thankfully, I'm at full health now. So, looking back at that whole exchange, I got lucky. I won the speed ties on the turns that I needed to, because like if he had gotten any more Calm Minds up, he would have been able to live Giga Drains and then like whittle me down with extra sensory, which I would have been able to, like, I don't know if he would have been able to 1v1 my Venusaur, but I would have been at a lot lower health, which is annoying. Now this Donphan's back, and I'm running out of defensive mons, right? I think I only need... okay, so I have my 2 Wincons and this Venusaur left, right? Donphan can do a ton of damage right now. And I want to preserve this Venusaur because if Stack Attack gets up a Trick Room and I don't have this Venusaur around, it just plows through my team. So, I'm gonna preserve the Venusaur. I calced, and Darkrai, it's a roll to kill. It doesn't, an Earthquake doesn't 100% kill Darkrai, so I'm gonna Protect just to waste one of his EQs. And then I'm gonna get some damage off with Giga Drain because I know I can live at least 1. I Protect again to waste another EQ, but here is where I'm gonna go Darkrai. Hopefully I live, and I do. Well, I protected, actually, part of the reason I protected and stayed in is to make sure he didn't lock himself into Ice Shard. But like after I knew he was locking into EQ, I knew I could potentially live with Darkrai, and I manage, which is great. I can throw off a Dark Pulse right here, and now I have to hope that he's not Extreme Speed on Arcanine. If he does have the Extreme Speed, I have to hope that he's locked into it, so then I'm gonna go Hoopa, and that's the only thing I can hope for. So I just stay in an attack. It's my best play. And he does not have the Extreme Speed, and he doesn't kill himself either. So I'm gonna go Venusaur to force him to kill himself with the Flare Blitz. And now I think as long as I land 2 Focus Blasts, I should win this game. Even if he's Shook-a-Berry, this Specs Focus Blast kills Stack Attacka, and I outspeed no matter what. So I'm gonna go for it, and unfortunately I missed the Focus Blast as he Trick Rooms up and takes me out. So you might say, ah man, there was like a 70% chance that we won that game, and it was just luck. But honestly, this, like, even if I won, this should not have been a 1-0. I could have played this way better. There was multiple turns where I made a mistake, especially around that Donphan. That was just, that I don't like the way I played this game. I really don't. Devil had an amazing Suicune set. Total creds for the Suicune set. That was brilliant. Great Donphan set. That was awesome versus my team. But unfortunately, I can't get behind not having Extreme Speed on Arcanine. Yeah, and like, although I definitely could have, like, that game could have gone either way. I did get haxed out in missing the focus blast because the exact sequence of turns that happened, I should have won right there. I had a higher chance to hit than to miss, but I could have played better and just not been in that situation overall, honestly. So I'm not too upset about it, especially now. It's been a few days. But anyway, that's GG to Devil Gamer. I still love you, bro. You're really cool. Like I said, one of my favorite people in the league. And now we're at 3-3. So neutral. We're not negative. We have not been negative once this season, which is nice. I'm hoping to keep it that way. And yeah, all of my games so far have been like, my only losses have been really close, and they've been on like weird little things. Like my week 3 game versus Stealthy was bad. I sent in Hoopa. That was totally reckless, and just lost my win con that way. At least I managed to preserve my Hoopa and my Darkrai until the end of this game. My next loss was week 4 to Bidoof because he clicked Sucker. He didn't fear the Sucker Punch. He just attacked my Darkrai. And that was just like a weird type of play. I explained that in detail in my week 4 video. Week 5 I won. It was close though, so it didn't bring my differential up crazy high. And this week, like, I just had a few plays that could have been a lot better on my part, but I still had that 70% chance to win at the end. So overall, like, I don't think this was, like I said, I've said this a few times, I don't think this was one of my best games. But my only game where, like, that was just like really bad, I think, was week 3. In terms of, I just got those turns wrong, and the loss was like pretty unavoidable because I played badly. Here, like I said, I played badly, but I still could have won in the end. Anyway, that's enough rambling on my end. Next week, we are taking on Eisenide, coach of the... I honestly don't remember, I'm so sorry. Okay, but yeah, I gotta get out of here, and I'll see you next week. Later.